That's the look of success. I just got a job. And this is my mother congratulating me. See? Congrats. Tell me more. Oh, God, no. I don't want to tell you more, Mom. My mother always asks me a bunch of unnecessary questions. But if I don't text her within, like, the next minute, she's going to call me. So, but it's, like, at this little pizza place that's right up the street from my house. And honestly, like, going back into the kitchen kind of depressed me. Mainly because it seemed, like, too slow for my taste. But who knows? Like, I'm going to give it a go. Because you never know. You never know how it's going to go until you give it a go. And it's always good to have extra work experience, even if it's terrible, you know? Like, you can always learn something, even if it's a bad experience. Like, you're actually more likely to learn something if it's a bad experience, you know? But he said that he needed, like, a dish person. I was like, dude, I can tear apart some dishes. Like, that kind of excited me. But he's gonna, like, train me all throughout the kitchen so I know how to do everything. So that's cool. I like that. I don't like just being stuck in one position because that's boring. Hold on here. I gotta text my mother. But this manager was like, you are exactly what I'm looking for. Why can't I hear that more often? Oh, but I have to go in on Monday at noon. Noon is, like, so early for me. Let's see, I had an appointment at, like, 10:30 this morning. Like, the dude showed up at my house around 10:30. So, it can be done. It's just hard for me. Because I'm a stubborn bitch. You know, it's hard for me to change my sleep schedule and all that, especially like working the third shift. But since I'm not really getting that many hours at Steak and Shake, I might as well go other places. Yeah, I need to stop using my cell phone because I don't want a cop to see me with my phone. You know, technically, that law has not been put into place yet, but it will be put into place on Monday, which is July 1st. Be on the lookout. There are cops everywhere. You know what's funny? Is that, like, a place like Chicago, which is, like, crazy violent, there are certain parts of Chicago, like Cabrini Green, where, like, the cops don't even go because they're so bad. And yet, places like Spring Hill, where there's, like, no crime, they have, like, ridiculous amounts of police officers just hanging out. Because that's what they have to do. They just hang out and wait for some shit to happen. And then if some shit doesn't happen, they have to make it up. You know? That's why they create all these new laws and shit. Bullshit. It's just there's so many better things that we could be spending our taxpayer money on, you know, than enforcing the law. You're still pissed off that that cop is sitting over there. Yeah, I am. It's just fucking annoying. I think I'm gonna buy myself some Victory coffee. Victory coffee that's gonna taste a lot better than the Victory coffee in George Orwell's 1984. Because I don't know if you guys remember this. Everything in 1984 was the opposite of what it actually was. So anytime he was talking about Victory gin, Victory cigarettes, like everything tasted like shit, right? Well, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts, so this coffee better be actual Victory coffee. I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts a long time ago. I really liked my job. Then I ended up getting fired because I was drunk. Unfortunately, I can't keep a job if I drink alcohol. I wish I could, because otherwise I'd still be an alcoholic. But I guess that's a good thing, because I'd still be an alcoholic, you know? Probably dead. You're so fucking funny. I know. I'm hilarious. You know what sucks though about making more money is that means that that's like more money that the government can take. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, it's like, what's the point? You know, what's the point? What's the point in getting up there when you're just getting knocked back down by the government? You know, just so I can take care of some incel. Like, fuck that shit. It's cool though, because like I highly doubt that I'll ever get up there. You know, like I'm barely above the poverty line, and that's where I want to stay, because I'm fine with just getting by. A lot of people they act like they're a victim, you know, because they don't make more money, but it's like they choose to be in a field that they know doesn't pay that good. So if that's a choice that they're making, I don't really see how they're a victim because of it. Like, they could work somewhere else where they have more of an opportunity for advancement, but they choose not to. So go, Jesus Christ. I hate it when there's somebody next to me and I really want to change lanes, but I can't because they're not going fast enough. That's fucking annoying. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts for some actual Victory coffee. And I'm going to think about Orwell the whole time. So, Orwell was a socialist. Did you guys know that? He was a socialist that could explain perfectly why the socialist philosophy doesn't work. So I don't know if he was making fun of himself, making fun of the philosophy, or I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But I think like the idea of socialism appeals to people. Like the idea of like the government taking care of everybody, the workers being in control. Here's the thing. Steak and Shake is probably the only place in the entire world where the workers could control the means of production and it will work out. But that's because everybody at Steak and Shake is libertarian. So we all have a very similar work ethic. And because we have a similar work ethic, it will work out. But the problem with socialism is that, like, you can't force everybody to be equal. Like, that's literally impossible, okay? And people that keep pushing for equality, like, it doesn't make any sense to me, because, like, you obviously don't think that certain creeds are equal to other creeds. You obviously don't think that certain races are equal to other races. If you're constantly bitching about white people, if you're constantly bitching about Donald Trump and conservatism and Republicans and all that shit, then that goes contrary to your argument. So obviously you don't actually believe in equality. Like, you believe in forced equality, right? Well, that's not equality. I think they're talking about equity. Well, there's no way to actually implement that either. Because there are always going to be people that have more. That's just the way the society is. And even with socialism, like, it's not going to work. I can tell you that right now, all you Bernie Sanders hopefuls. Like, this, it's not going to work. And for those of you that are like, but what about the socialist policies in America that don't work? Like welfare and Social Security, that shit fails? That shit's a fucking scam? No, I know, I don't know everything. Please school me. If you got more information than me, I would love to hear it. How do you spell 8? E-I-G-H-T? That's right. Okay, good. Dude, I've been thinking about, like, a giant cup of coffee for, like, the past several hours. Because I'm sick of drinking hot coffee. See, I'll drink iced coffee in the dead of winter time, you guys. The whole Bible for the whole world. That was on a church billboard. I don't know if you want the whole Bible. Because there's some parts of the Bible that I don't agree with, you know? Just like I'm sure there's some parts of the Bible that plenty of people don't agree with. Like, you know, a lot of people that are against homosexuality, you know, they agree with certain parts of the Bible that view homosexuality to be a sin. But they don't agree with parts of the Bible that view eating shellfish to be a sin. Do you see the Reverend Phelps and the Jerry Falwells of the world protesting outside of Joe's Crab Shack? I don't think so. You pick and choose what you want to believe. You pick and choose the parts of the holy books that you agree with and disagree with. Here comes another church billboard. I can't wait for it. Hold up. Let's see. What does it say? What does it say? God is more powerful than the father of lies. Well, that's comforting. Who's the father of lies? Rupert Murdoch. Yeah, I don't like Rupert Murdoch too much, but, you know, Tucker Carlson did keep us out of a war, so that's pretty cool. At least you get Tucker, you know? You can't get a Tucker with CNN. Who owns CNN? I forgot. We'll look this up when we get home. But, who's the father of lies? Who's the father of the media? The mainstream media. I know that's who they're talking about. This is like a real Southern Baptist church that usually makes threatening messages. Like, I actually like this church, though. Most of their billboards I like a lot, but, I hate the summertime. I really do. There's no point in complaining, though, because eventually the season will change. Because the climates change. That's what they do. Don't open the window. There's no point. It's so hot outside. Oh, see, my air conditioner fucking blows. Get it? See, it makes this really weird sound that scares the shit out of me. And every time I put it on, it scares me. Well, I wonder if you're freaking out about the air conditioner in the car just the same as you were freaking out about the air conditioner at the condo. You know, what if there's nothing wrong with it and you're just paranoid and being a hypochondriac about that? Oh, probably. I wouldn't put it past myself. At the same time, I don't want to take any chances. I don't want the car to blow up, you know what I mean? That would really suck. So apparently I'm going to one of my sanctuaries tonight, which is a Red Lobster, in case you didn't know. And my friend and I are going to Red Lobster. And I got called into work tonight, so I'm going to Steak and Shake for a few hours. How do you spell right? R-I-G-H-T? Well, you're on the right, so you probably should know how to spell that. I'm on the right, not the alt-right. Yeah, this is some of the worst traffic in Spring Hill. This whole area right here, it's bitch traffic. That's why I decided to shoot a video, because I'm pissed off, sweating my balls off. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to have actual balls. If I had actual balls, they'd be sweating more than my mental balls. Speaking of balls, I've been thinking about the term man spread. I find it really, really funny that feminists, who I like to refer to as twat bots, because they're not actual feminists, because they don't believe in equality of the sexes. I find it really funny that they have such a problem with men telling them what to do with their bodies when they use words like man spread. So if they claim that men have no idea what it's like to have a vagina, therefore they shouldn't be telling women what to do with their vaginas, then why the fuck are they telling dudes not to spread their legs in a subway? Because as far as I'm concerned, see, I don't know what it's like to have an actual ball sack. I know what it's like to have one up here, but I don't know what that's like to have down there. I can imagine it's really hot and sweaty and annoying. You know, so if that's the case, I completely understand why you spread your legs in the subway. And I don't look down on you for it. But tell that to a twat bot, because they don't understand anything. For those of you that think I'm a sexist, try working at a restaurant for women, under women. You see the way that they work. You see the way they manipulate situations. You see the way that they take advantage of people, using their emotions to do that. And you try not being a sexist. It's hard.
Okay, my mother just sent me a text. It was probably the funniest thing she's ever sent me. You know when I just asked you guys how to spell the word right? Well, I sent that to her, and she was like, I wish that meant you agreed with me other than sarcasm. Oh, man. And so I just sent her the same text message. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get you some coffee. I'm gonna get me some coffee. Maybe you can share it with me. But yeah, we're at Dunkin' Donuts. I'll be right back. Goodbye.